Yes. I mean, in addition to running my own agency for 25 years and selling it, I've started and grown organically so many different service-based businesses. And then over the last 8 years, I've worked with hundreds of nanny agencies and hundreds of other service-based businesses. So if there's one thing I know, it's how to get profitable fast in any industry. So the first thing that I see happening so much, and this is with nanny agencies, but also with just any business owner, because people often come to me when they want to start a service-based business, whether it be a nanny agency or, something else. And it is not having a clear sales process. Now, the reason I see this more in the nanny agency industry is that, as you can imagine, most people who are starting a nanny agency have probably been working as a nanny for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So they're not salespeople. They're not studying sales psychology. They're just, sharing kind of, what they do and hoping the parent decides to hire them and not the other agency. And there is a whole art to having a clear sales process. And it really, really boils down to having a script that you use on every single call that keeps you in control of the conversation. Now, I've become a really good salesperson, right? Because I study sales psychology and I've done so many sales calls and I sort of know now. But in the earlier years, when I was just finished being a nanny, started my agency, I was like just a 22-year-old girl, doing this. I had no idea. And I think back to how many sales calls I probably lost to another agency by just allowing the customer to take control of the conversation, right? And
Yeah.
it's not as hard as it sounds to keep control of a sales conversation, but you have to know what you're doing. And that's why inside of my academy, everybody gets a full sales training that is specifically targeted to nanny agencies. So it will tell you exactly what to say at every point of the call. Obviously, you're going to make that your own,
Yeah.
but understanding how to keep yourself in control of the conversation and using language and questions and circling back with specific triggers from the conversation that really actually cause the potential client to sell themselves on your services. It is brilliant once you learn how to do this. And every nanny agency should know how to do this.